see of Simba being a little cub. And then there's Mufasa, the father, who's the big lion. So as I was watching, I used to watch the video all the time with my children. I love it to death. I love the musical. I just love it. One day I was sitting here rewatching it about a year ago. And God just opened up some things to me as a person. Remember the story goes where Simba was taken out, and by his uncle had always wanted to take over the kingdom. But because Mufasa had a child, he was the next heir in line. So Scar, the uncle, decided to try to sabotage Simba's future. How many of us know that in our families, people would try to sabotage your future? So as I looked at the video and it unfolded before my eyes, God showed me how Simba, this little cub, only desired to be like his father, wanted to do what he wanted to do. So his uncle Scar said, you know what, I'm supposed to have the kingdom because really I'm the next one in line. So Scar devised his plan to get rid of Mufasa. So the scene goes, Mufasa is killed. This is after Scar had told little Simba, let's go out here into the dry land. And you know you're not supposed to be there because the father already told him that's not where you're supposed to be. He goes out there, right? And Mufasa gets killed. Simba runs away at a young age because his uncle told him he was responsible for his father's death. Am I right, y'all? Mm-hmm. So he told him he was responsible for his father's death. He runs off. He meets who? Pumbaa and Timon. Mm-hmm. Understand, lions eat those animals. Mm-hmm. And God showed me, sometimes God would allow you to become a part of the clique that you would never think that you would be a part of. God will open up people, the one that people will think that why is she with them, that she's so much higher than that person. Because God has a strategy for your life. He has a plan for your life. So the same people that Pumbaa would have eaten wound up nurturing him to grow up to be the king that he should be. See, when he went off or he ran off in this desert place, they found him, they nurtured him, and they loved on him. So as the scene goes on, because he ran away, his mother never knew. She always thought that he was dead. So the scene goes on when Nala comes in. That was his little friend from life when they were born. So she comes, she finds him. What are you doing here? Mind you, Simba is the king. Really, he's the king that's supposed to reign because his father is dead. So Simba is gone. What are you doing here, Simba? He said, you know, leave me alone. I'm not going back. She said, we need you to come back to the Pride Land because the Pride Land is dying off because Scar is running here and X, Y, and Z. So he denied his inheritance. Many of us are running, denying our inheritance. So when he showed me that you can run and you can hide, so he will bring your past back to you to remind you who you are. So he brought Nala back to Simba to say, no, you need to come back to Pride Land because you're the real king. And God I just looked at it, I was like, okay, God, I never saw this. So all that time, Simba's like, no, I'm not going back to Pride Land. I'm not the king. Yes, you are. You can save the Pride Land. So then the little monkey. Yes. The little monkey goes, I know who you are. And he's like, who am I? You're Mufasa's son. And he turns around, he's dead, he's gone. And that's a lot of times how we act towards our God. We are so quick to think and remember that Jesus died on a cross, but we don't remember that he rose on the third day with all power in his hand. See, a lot of times we'll still run from our destiny. We'll run and thinking we can hide, but God again bring them back. So when he said, no, you're Mufasa's son. So mind you, Simba, still contemplating his inheritance and his legacy, he goes and looks in this pond. And whose image did he see? Mufasa, the father. And that is what God showed me. A lot of times, you have to be around that water. You got to be sprinkled with that water. You got to look at the water, that Holy Spirit, and let the Holy Spirit just gleam down on you. And when you look in the pot and the image that you see, you're going to see the Father.
Yeah, all right.
It's it's not even about seeing your image, but when he looked in the pond, he saw his image. And what did the Father tell him? The Father told him, look, you are my son. This belongs to you. In other words, go back to get what belongs to you. And so this is what God has brought me to. I'm going back to get some of the things that I left behind and some of the things that I didn't think I could do because of age and things. See, little Simba, he just like thought, I'm immature, let me run, I got to do all these things. And he'll send the most unlikely people to bring you back to your reality. And see, then at the end, he goes back. And Pumbaa, Timon, and Nala, they all go back. And what do? He faces his uncle. See, many of us out here are still running from people instead of confronting the enemy. And that's why God said, no. And some of the enemy is ourselves. That we just need to confront ourselves. So he allowed him to go back, and he allowed him to reign. And the great thing about it, when I saw it, he never said, you told me this or you did this. It was none of that. He took his rightful place, and at the end, everybody remember, the rain was pouring down, then all of a sudden, when he took Pride Rock back, and he stood there, and he roared, the sun came out. The flowers started blooming. And I say that to say this, when we are out of position, and when we're running from our destiny, there's a people that are in place for you to minister to speak to encourage, that you are holding up, that are dying in place. So it's time for us to get out of that place and do what we need to do. Amen? Amen? So if you didn't go to church, you just went to church. Hallelujah.